Welcome to Manunga Studio once more. 2 years ago, Manunga Studio showed you the new council building at Bamenda III Council. And today, we are lucky to have the Lord Mayor of Bamenda III Council, the person of Mr. Cletus Tanyi. We want to find out from him what has happened so far in the last 2 years. So, Lord Mayor, you're welcome.
No, thank you very much. The pleasure is mine. I think I am very, very happy for your presence here, and equally to thank you for coming and for this wonderful initiative you have been taking to develop our people. I want to say that after having transferred to this building in 2013, in 2013, I think, as you can see for yourself, you see how the service to the public have greatly improved, and we have enough space now to carry out our activities and create more departments of the council. So far, we have been able to employ more youths and so on to reduce the level of employment in our country. So this is a thing that we have been doing so far as since we transfer into this building.
So I understand that the Bamenda III Council is quasi-autonomous, but it is financially very dependent on FICOM. Is it true?
Not only Bamenda III Council, I think most of the councils in Cameroon, they are still, the decentralization process in Cameroon is still to be felt by the councils, because the decentralization is very good on paper, but practically it's not functioning. So we are still waiting for the powers that be to make sure that the decentralization is actual.
When this video is purposely to inform our the diaspora that is living elsewhere in the world, to give them an update of your activities here as the representative of our people. When a son from Kwen or a Bamenda child or anybody who's interested in our local development here, if he wants to put in his own piece of development, how can we go about it? Imagine somebody living in Germany who wants to do something in Bamenda. How could you integrate such initiatives?
Yeah, I think we are very, very open to the world. We have our website, we have our email address is all over. So anybody who is interested in contributing in any way for the growth of this municipality, we are welcoming that person very heavily. So just if you are interested, just send us a mail, and then we will help you also. Will help you to achieve what you intend to.
For the sake of a better understanding, we have a Bamenda Central Council. Or correct me please if I'm mistaken. We have the government delegate who is in charge of, appointed by the state, the head of state, to represent Bamenda. And then you have the three Bamenda municipalities, Bamenda 1, Bamenda 2, Bamenda 3. How is the cooperation among all these different municipalities or entities functioning?
Yeah, I think the difference is really there, because we are elected by the people. The government delegates are appointed by the population, by the head of state. By the head of state. So, as per se, we are answerable to the people, and the government is answerable to the head of state. So that is why we always have conflicts and so on and so forth in most of the domains on how things should be carried on in the city. And that's why you see most of our roads, most of our development projects, water and so on, is not actually moving in the right direction, because as you can see, most of the revenue sources have been ceded to the city council.
Okay.
So we are mostly depending on petty collections and so on and so forth to be able to do what we take us up to this level that we are today.
I have a very, very practical question. Somebody comes to Cameroon, has a bit of money, wants to develop his own quarter. A child from Rep or from Ghana Street comes there and says, I want to invest my money in Ghana Street, and comes to you. Is it possible?
Very possible. Very possible. I think those are the ideas that we really, really cherish. We really welcome such initiatives. Yes. If you come and you want to invest your money in your quarter, that is highly welcome.
Okay, because I hear that, well, I complain about the roads, and people say that if you want to have a road repaired or upgraded, you have to get the permission of government, and the government at times refuses.
No,
such statements I hear a lot in Cameroon. Is it true?
No, such people, when you come and then you work with the municipality, you come to the council, and then we'll accompany you with our technicians, and then the job will be done.
Lord Mayor, thank you very much for taking your time. I know you are really on the spring to a very important meeting.
Thank you.
But just one last word for the diaspora. What is encouraging? Why would somebody who has lived out of the country for so many years, has successfully established himself in a different society, why would this person want to come back to Bamenda and establish in Bamenda III? What do you have to offer?
Yes, it is often said that home is home. Because no matter where you are...
Is it enough to say home is home?
Yeah, because no matter where you are or where you live, your roots are always very important.
Yes.
You can imagine that even our brothers, the black Americans, some of them are still struggling to trace their roots till today.
Yes.
So you can imagine. So home is home. No matter what comfort that you have everywhere, but your house is always...
But if in your house there's not a manawa, if you have your house, you have a lot of insects that bite and bite and bite.
Yes.
Why would you want to go and sit in that house where you have a comfortable place in the diaspora? I want to find out, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to just to pinch, because the thing is that some of us who live outside complain that when we come back home, we want to bring in ideas, you don't listen, or people, there are many forces that are against such developmental, progressive ideas. You as Lord Mayor, what are you doing to ensure that people who are out of the country, when they come back, they should have a say? They should have a feel welcome.
Okay. No, as I said before, we are wide open for any ideas, any information, because when we talk about the council, the council means the population. Because the council is not the structure we are seeing here.
Okay.
It is a whole council area,
Community.
and each and every person have a role to play in the development of this council area.
Thank you very much, and
you.
we wish you many more years at the helm of Bamenda III Council.
Okay,
Say hello to your workers, to Secretary General, to Mr. Cornelius Takwi, who was with us. But today they're all outside doing the different things, so they cannot be with us today.
Okay.
But we thank you very much for coming to Manunga Studio.
Thank you,
welcome.
Doctor. Okay.
So, bye-bye.
Have a nice day.
Yeah, same too. Now taking you around the council building, meaning that just a 360-degree view from going towards our right. So I don't know Nkwen very much, but I just want you to see the images of the buildings that have already been established here, the structures that are here, to see how Nkwen is already well developed. It is no longer the bush or the countryside which people used to know. Nkwen is a highly fast developing area in Bamenda, in the municipality of Bamenda. So we continue, you see, just 360 degrees to give you a picture of how Nkwen is today. It's a beautiful place to live in, it's a beautiful place to invest, and we want to encourage every child, every son and daughter who had the luck to be born or to grow up in Nkwen to pick up his or her own responsibility to come back home and chip in a bit of their own contribution to make sure that our Nkwen becomes that El Dorado which we are all craving for elsewhere in the world. As the Lord Mayor said it, home is home. And for those who are refugees, who have no ways to go back, who have no possibilities to go back to their home, you can understand how painful it is. But for us from Nkwen, who are lucky to be back, who are lucky to come and see this for ourselves, this is our home. Home is home. Manunga Studio, www.manungastudio.org. Bye-bye.